everybody. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us today. Today, we're going to do a little writing exercise on brown bears. But before we start, let me go ahead and show you this hair clip. Every time I put down the hair clip, the teacher or student who is running the video can press pause. And when I remove the hair clip, that means I'm going to keep on going. Every time I pause, you might need to write something, draw something, or repeat something. All right, so let's go ahead today and we're going to go ahead and make this chart. You're going to see, why don't we go ahead and start with just this bigger box, 3 lines, and these 3 smaller rectangles. We could ignore the bottom portion for now. Let's just go ahead and make this.
All right, you guys go ahead and make that graphic organizer. Go, as I'm talking, go ahead, do a square. 3 lines, does not have to be beautiful. 3 rectangles. And underneath each rectangle, 3 lines. I'm going to give you 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play video.
Okay, you should have made this top half of the graphic organizer. In case that is a new word for you, let me write this down right here. It is called a graphic organizer. It just helps you. Graphic means a picture. So, and it helps you, just like organizer, you hear the word organize. It helps you think and get your thoughts and information in order. Perfect. So you've already done the top half of this graphic organizer. So like I said, we're going to do a writing lesson on brown bears. So here in the top square, I would like you to draw a picture of a brown bear. You could go ahead and just draw the face. Why don't you just go ahead and draw the face of the brown bear?
Okay, go ahead and draw the face of the brown bear. Maybe you can unpause for a second to see if the video moves the clip from the face. For next time, we won't do that. There, right there, pause. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and give you about 30 seconds. Let me go ahead and get my timer here to draw a picture of the face of the bear. The face of the bear. 20 seconds left. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Play video.
All right, so you should, I'm going to pretend that I drew a face of the brown bear. I'm just going to write face of brown bear, but you on your paper should have drawn the face of a brown bear. Perfect. I hope it's wonderful. I love drawing. Well, I'm not great at drawing, but I love to draw. It kind of relaxes me. So that's awesome. So here we have 3 different rectangles, and those 3 different rectangles are going to represent things about brown bears. Brown bears. Now, in case you didn't know, brown bears are one of 8 bear species, so different types of bears, right? So when you see the word species, it means something kind of the same family, but they're a little different. So dogs have different species. There's different types of them, right? We have, like, dogs have Dalmatians and pit bulls and Chihuahuas. There's different species. Bears have different species as well. So we're going to talk about 3 different attributes of brown bears. The first attribute we're going to write about is their diet. Diet. So go ahead and write D-I-E-T, diet, in the first rectangle. Basically, what do they eat? The second attribute we're going to write about is their appearance. A-P-P-E-A-R-A-N-C-E. How do they look? What kind of traits do they have? Appearance. Okay. And the third thing we're going to write about is their cubs or their babies. How are bears when they're young, when they're just born? What are things that they do? So we're going to write about their diet, their appearance, and their cubs.
Okay. I'm going to give you guys, so some of you may have already started. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to finish writing diet, appearance, and cubs. And you do not need to write that the species, if that was just a little extra. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. All right, play video.
So we're going to go ahead, and I picked out 3 different pages from my text, and we're going to talk about where that information fits on our graphic organizer. So here we have this page right here. I'm going to go ahead and read the whole page. If you would like to read the whole page first, or if you as a teacher would like your students to read this as a cold read means they read it on their own, you could go ahead and pause right now. If not, you could go ahead and read along with your eyes as I read aloud.
Pause right now, please. Pause right now.
Heard someone say.
Pause right now. Okay. Is there a way to rewind a little bit? Because I don't want the finger in the way. Perfect. Can I have a volunteer to read the first, paragraph? Mikey, go ahead.
Have you ever heard someone say, I'm as hungry as a bear? That person must have been pretty hungry because bears can eat a lot. Many types of bears eat anything they can find. Brown bears, black bears, and moon bears are omnivores. They eat grass, insects, fish, berries, garbage, you name it.
Excellent. And can I have Jaden read the bottom portion, please?
Polar bears live in an icy environment where few plants grow, so they mainly eat meat, such as seals and walruses. But like brown and black bears, a hungry polar bear will eat anything it can find.
Excellent. And the word was walruses. Very good, Mikey and Jaden. I appreciate you. At the bottom, it says denotes omnivore, an animal that eats both plants and animals. We are going to play the video, but while the teacher is reading, I would like you guys to stay muted, but read out loud with the teacher reading while you're muted. Play video.
Along with your eyes as I read aloud. Have you ever heard someone say, I'm as hungry as a bear? That person must have been pretty hungry because bears can eat a lot. Many types of bears eat anything they can find. Brown bears, black bears, and moon bears are omnivores. They eat grass, insects, fish, berries, garbage, you name it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to underline this word omnivores. Omnivores means that they eat both meat and plants. So they don't eat just one thing. And here it says, here we have a picture of a polar bear. Even though we're not writing about polar bears, I'm still going to read this. Polar bears live in an icy environment where few plants grow. So they mainly eat meat, such as seals and walruses. But like brown and black bears, a hungry polar bear will eat anything it can find, anything at all, okay? So here it says omnivore, an animal that eats both plants and animals, right? And here it says a polar bear drags a seal onto the ice. It's always important to read these little rectangles that you find. Okay, so here, this page, was it talking about diet, appearance, or cubs?
Pause. Pause, please. What? Pause, please. Was it talking about diet? I'll take a hand. Was it talking about diet, appearance, or cub? I'll take a hand, please. Okay. Trixie, what was it talking about?
Diet.
Diet. And what? Tell us again, Trixie. What does diet mean?
What do they eat?
What do they eat? Excellent. Play, please.
Excellent. It was talking about diet. And can I ask you to write 3 things from the book that the book is telling us, the text is telling us that bears eat? I'm going to give you a hint. It's in the sentence right here, amongst other things. Okay. And you only have to go ahead and pick 3. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and write those 3 things right here.
Can we rewind it a little bit so we can get the book? Thank you. Yeah. I'll give you guys 30 seconds to write the 3 things that you choose that bears eat. And remember, since it's spelled right in front of you, it should be spelled correctly on your graphic organizer. $15 seconds. $8 seconds. And time. Play video.
Right here. Excellent. And you might have thought of some other things that were not in the text, but I'm just going to go ahead and write the first 3 things listed, just because that's easiest. Grass, insects, and fish. You know, when I think of bears, I think of Winnie the Pooh eating honey. I wonder if bears eat honey. I think that they do. So that's the 3 I put. You might have put berries. You might have put garbage. You might have put something else. Okay, excellent. So for the next section, appearance, I'm going to go ahead. We're not going to base this off the text. We're going to base this off of a picture. So I'm going to show you again the picture of the brown bear. It says brown bear in Glacier National Park in Alaska, Glacier Bay National Park. And I'm going to have you pause and look at it and come up with attributes, physical attributes, things that a bear has. It might be in the picture or it might not. And I want you to list them and say them out loud. Okay, so pause, list, and say them out loud.
Okay, so we're pausing. I need hands. Who wants to tell me something about the bear's appearance based on this picture? Describe the bear. I'll go ahead and take hands. Mikey, can you describe the bear?
The bear has brown fur. It has black eyes and a black nose.
Okay, so let's stop right there. Has black eyes, black nose, brown fur. Perfect. Trixie, go ahead.
It's big and
it is big. Excellent. Excellent. Let me know if you want to keep going or do you want me to call on the next person?
Let's call on Buki.
Okay, Buki, go ahead.
The bear looks like he's looking at us, and he looks big and strong.
Big and strong. Excellent. Those are great. So I want you to pick 3 things, how the bear appears, and put it under appearance. I don't remember if the video is going to ask you to do that later. We could just sit through it. I'm giving you 30 seconds. Just like the video had it under appearance. Go ahead.
Okay, I heard some of you guys say things like they have claws. Claws weren't in the picture, but bears for sure have claws, right? What else do they have? Let's look at their appearance. They have some brown fur, some thick brown fur. I'm gonna write thick brown fur. It's good to put a comma between adjectives. Remember, adjectives are words that describe. So the thick and the brown are describing the fur. And let's go ahead and see here. What else do we see here? Okay, we see that the brown bear has, I'm gonna say it has small beady eyes. Small beady eyes. Tiny, tiny, that's what I'm gonna say. Maybe you notice different things, that's absolutely fine. And maybe you pick something that you couldn't really see in the picture. Maybe you pick something like the pads on their hands, or that they have 4 feet. You could have picked whatever you want. So here we have appearance, and here we have diet. I'm gonna ask you to pause in case you need some time to finish this.
You guys had a little bit of time, so I'm only going to give you about 15 seconds for this in case you need a little bit of time to finish what's under appearance. Okay, go ahead and play video.
And we're gonna go ahead and visit the last page of our text so we can fill out our graphic organizer. So here we talk about baby bears, and another word for baby bears is cubs, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and read this page. If you want, you can pause and read it by yourself out loud. Or if a teacher wants to pause and have someone read out loud, they can for sure do that.
Let's pause, please. Okay, and maybe rewind a little bit. Who wants to read, especially if someone hasn't had a turn? Solo, I don't think you've had a turn. Go ahead.
Okay. When a bear cubs are born, mother bears have a big job. Newborn bears are helpless and tiny. They are blind and have almost no hair. Mother bears give the cubs everything they need. They keep the cubs warm and make sure they're safe and well fed.
Olivia, can you read that bottom and just try to read over the finger there?
Bears are mammals, so cubs drink milk from their mothers. The cubs grow and put on fur fast.
Yeah, that's a good guess. Sorry for the finger there. Play video, please.
Pause and have someone read out loud, they can for sure do that. When bear cubs are born, mother bears have a big job. Newborn bears are helpless and tiny. They are blind and have almost no hair. Mother bears give the cubs everything they need. They keep the cubs warm and make sure they're safe and well fed. Bears are mammals, so cubs drink milk from their mothers. The cubs grow and put on weight fast. So here it says, Den notes, an animal that produces milk to feed its young. Mammals usually have hair or fur covering their skin. A polar bear mother and her 3 cubs. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have you pause for a second, and any information that you choose to write down from this page of the text, you can write it down here under cubs.
Okay, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to fill it out with any information.
All right.
Oh, pause, yeah. I'm actually going to add a little bit of time because I feel that was very short. Let me give you just a few more seconds. And remember, if I'm not giving you enough time, when we play the video, you could always keep writing any other thing that you haven't got to yet. All right, let's play.
Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose they're blind, or they cannot see when they're born. You might have chosen different things. Have no hair when they're born. And I'm going to put that they drink milk. They drink milk. Those are going to be my 3. Maybe your 3 are different. Maybe you may wanted to look up something else from, you might have wanted to Google something. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to pause so you can finish if you are not done with any part of this graphic organizer.
Keep it playing. You could keep it playing.
Pause. Perfect. So here we have a graphic organizer with information from the text about brown bears, And here is your assignment. It says, using the graphic organizer, write a paragraph about brown bears. Include information about their appearance, diet, and babies. Cubs, another word for babies. I'm going to read this again. Using the graphic organizer, write a paragraph. A paragraph should be about 4 sentences. About brown bears. Include information about their appearance, diet, and babies. I gave the first sentence in case you want to copy it. This is our first assignment together. In the future, I will not be giving you the first topic sentence. If this is just for today, if you need help getting started. Brown bears are amazing creatures. But then again, a lot of you are great writers and you can make up your own topic sentence, right? So, and then the next 3 sentences should come from your graphic organizer. You could say, they eat things like insects and fish, period. Brown bears have thick brown fur and sharp claws, period. These are examples. These are mine. So you make yours with your own words, right? You're going to use your own words and you're going to write 1 paragraph. When you are done with your paragraph, you're going to take your paragraph and you're going to take your graphic organizer and you're going to upload it to Google Classroom if that's what your teacher desires. If there's different instructions, your teacher will let you know. Thank you for joining us and see you next time.